In the modern age, our lives are consumed by electronics, phones, tablets, and computers at every turn. It hasn't always been this way, and interestingly enough, it shouldn't ever always be this way. Studies have found that there exists a connection between tending to plants and reduced hypertension. There's always a way out. In the modern age, we spend roughly 85% of our time indoors or near electronic devices, and that simply won't cut it. People who experience hypertension experience it in almost every daily aspect of their life. But many studies indicate that tending to plants significantly reduces our hypertension, and living near plants has worked to the similar effect. Connection with nature has some kind of psychosomatic effect on humans, and a relationship with plants is as vital to our existence as anything else. Stop with the pills and the other short-term solutions. Rather, we should look to the earth and the simple plants that gave us our existence from the beginning. Another interesting aspect about gardening is that strawberries propagate all by themselves. Strawberries can be easily propagated either sexually or vegetatively, which is very interesting considering that most berries have seeds on the inside rather than strawberries who have seeds on the outside, putting them in a group all on their own. A mother strawberry plant usually propagates and creates a runner or a stolon plant, and these runners or stolons are genetically equivalent to that of the mother plant. This really is great for farmers and horticultural scientists because they can have equivalent yields and equivalent strawberries throughout their farms or their gardens. Farming in general has always decreased in size over time, yet has remained critically important to our livelihoods and our health. Horticultural crops account for a massive chunk of all agricultural value. What we're seeing here is average farming for things like corn and wheat, but rather horticultural crops account for roughly 28% of all of our agriculture, while also only making up only 7% of all agricultural land. Horticultural crops are grown very densely, with some even growing just inches apart, much like strawberries. In Florida, we make up the second in the nation in food crop production, and we're number one in citrus producing state in the country. Plants like blueberries are grown in high bush and low bush methods, which require different soils and pH levels. We grow more and more blueberries every single year, and over the last 10 years, our production has increased by over 30%, and this is expected to continue for more and more decades to come. Blueberry production is interesting, and it's differing methods for blueberries, and each has a different purpose. Blueberry production has migrated towards the United States from other countries because of our incredible agricultural farming and our great farmers here in the United States. So far, we've touched on different methods of farming and how they've changed over time. We've also touched on maybe how our lives have changed, the use of electronics and different other types of things that have taken us away from the more earthy and truly earth-giving and life-giving aspects of the world around us, like fruits and horticultural crops. What's very interesting is not only have we changed, but the fruits themselves have changed. Peaches, for example, are a great example of this. The ancient ancestral peach from 4,000 years ago was usually only found in China and only had 60% edible flesh, whereas today they have only 90% edible flesh. They previously were earthy, sweet, and salty. Today they're sweet, refreshing, and juicy. Before, they were only found in China. Today they're grown in over 13 countries around the world, with over 200 known varieties. This is very interesting because it shows that fruits have changed, not just us, and the ancestral peach is a perfect example of that. I hope you have learned a lot today on the different aspects of fruit and horticultural farming. Thank you for watching.